Good day, my beady friends. I hope you're having a great day. This is Lois with Diamonds and Things coming to you from the Northeast. I'm recording on Sunday, December 8th, and this will be going up Tuesday as I want Tuesday to be my bead table beading day. So this is what I'm going to do for today, and I hope you enjoy it. And it's just I'm just going to make a simple little stretch bracelet, Christmassy theme bracelet. So let me show you what I've got here. I've got this strand of red, gold, and green beads. I cannot remember. I'll put them like that so you can see them better. I do not remember where I got them. It's been so long, several years back. And I've got some of these. These are I think these are Jesse James beads that came in a kit that I just kind of put all together. Or, you know what? I think these are soft flex beads that came in one of their monthly subscription bags. Well, it's not a subscription. Every month they have a kit that they sell on their website at softflexcompany.com. You can get them. I know that's where these brown beads came from. And I thought these would both go nice with these beads. So and I have a charm that, oops, I forgot to get a jump ring. So hold on 1 minute. Un momento, por favor. I get my jump rings here because it's always nice to bling it up a little bit. I'm not a blingy person, but some people like bling. So I'll dig out some jump rings here. See if I can find the right color. Right color metal, which is not always good because I'm more of a, I'll get a gold one. I'm more of a silver person, but obviously there's gold in that, so gold will look better. So I've got some gold jump rings. It's kind of bright. I don't think I have any others on hand right at the moment, but those will work. So I'll do that. And I have some GS Hypo Cement to glue my knot. And if you're a beginner, this is a good way to start making jewelry with making stretch bracelets. And I am going to use Stretch Magic 7mm, and I'm going to show you there's other millimeters. Like this is 8mm. I like to use 7 because of the thickness of it. It just seems to go through the beads better, and that's basically it. For the reason I use it, because if it's too thick, it's hard to get the glued knot into a hole in the bead, because I like to cover my knots. Beadalon puts out elastic also, stretch cord. As you can see, it's 1mm and 0.8mm. I've not ever used this, but you can see the thickness of this 0.8mm right here. I don't know if you can really see that well. Compared to, they're both stretch, but this is more opaque, and this is translucent, and this is 1mm, and to me 1mm is too thick. And then you also have, there's Potomac Beads has 0.5mm, and to me that's too thin. And again, it depends on the size of your beads and the hole in your beads and how heavy the beads are. And then there's 1mm Stretch Magic, which like I just said, it depends on the size and the weight of your beads, and also how rough you are with your bracelets. But so I'm going to use this 0.7 Stretch Magic, and I like these because it has a cover on it, and you just pull the cover off and put it back on when you're done. And I have a 7.5-inch bracelet, but I always find my ruler. Where'd it go? I just take my ruler. A lot of people don't even measure, but I like to get some sense of length here. So I usually just take like, I don't know, a foot to 14 inches, something like that, and cut it off. I just like to make sure I have enough. Better to have too much than not enough and have to restring. So, and one important thing when you make stretch bracelets, you want to be sure you stretch your elastic first, because if you just take it and pull on it a few times, because if you don't stretch it out after you, it will stretch out after you've worn it, and then it will sag on your wrist. So, oh heck, sorry, I also forgot something else. I reorganized my tables today and put things away where they belong and forgot about it. So, all right, so I've got this clip here and I put it on the end. So when I put my beads on, they won't fall off and I won't have to restring. So I don't really have an idea of the design. I'm just going to actually, I think I'll just put like, this is, sorry for the roughness of my hands. I've been doing stuff and I don't do my nails. I'm not one of those persons. I'm just me. All right, so I'm just going to put, if I can find the hole here, the glare of my ring light is being a pain. I'm just stringing 3 beads on, 3 of these. If I run out, I've got more here of everything. 3, people like 3s, beads that come in 3s. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll put one of these brown ones on. I think I'll do this, put a brown one on, then put a red one on. If I can find the hole. So I mean, this is like really basic beading. So, like I said, it's really beginner friendly. So this is what I'm going to try to accomplish. I'll put 3 of those on, and one of the brown and one of the red in a brown. And we'll see what happens, see how that looks when I get it on. So is everybody staying warm in this chilly weather? I keep the temperature of my house. I live in a condo, so I have upstairs and downstairs. Actually, I have a basement too, but I don't go down there unless I'm doing wash or putting something down there, and it's obviously chillier down there. But I keep my house at like 64. And yes, it's chillier downstairs in my living room, but you know, I have to pay the electric bill, so electricity is really expensive in Connecticut, which is obviously where I'm beading from, where I'm living. So, let's see how long that is. All right, there's my ruler. Obviously, I've got more to put on. So this is only, it doesn't take long. This is like almost 5, so I've got a few more to go. I need a brown one, which I have over here. This is one of the first bracelets I ever made when I started. Nice stretch bracelet. I'm not, as you can see, there's spacer beads in there. And I'm not real big on these spacer beads, or bead caps. I don't mind these because they're metal, actually. Bead caps, I'm not a big bead cap person. I have tons of them, but I'm not big on bead caps. So, and I know sometimes it enhances a bracelet or whatever, but it's just not me. So you know, you do you, as they say. Find the hole, I can do me here. So, all right, 3 more. and we'll see where this is at. I'm hoping, see the hole in there? I don't know if you can, the glare of my, there it is. I'm hoping that the knot will go through here. And we'll see what happens. Because what I usually do when I make stretch bracelets, except for like this one, my very first one. I don't know how I accomplished that so well, but all right. So it's like at 6 right now. So I usually like to put a focal bead on that has a bigger hole that I can slide my, where am I at? That I can slide my knot into so it hides. But sometimes I just, yeah, it's hard to match colors sometimes. Like there's so many different shades of red and so many different shades of every color I've found. That's a, can't use that one. I don't want. So I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving, and we're proceeding on to Christmas. Oh, that should be good enough. Let me try this around my wrist. I gotta take this one off. See how this one looks. I just wanted something simple to wear to work for the holiday. Probably, I could have put green in there. That would have, some green would have looked nice. I have green beads actually. If I can get this to, yeah, see that's even going to be, because I stretched it out already, it's going to, it's probably going to be too long already. But I'm going to take that off and move this down on my stretch cord, just so I have more to hold on to. It's another reason to have some extra. So I'm just going to tie this up just to see how it's going to fit. I'll slide it on my wrist. When you're making a stretch bracelet, you don't want to pull it over your hand. You want to slide it because it can snap it. So that looks like that's plenty. So I'm gonna stop adding beads right there, and I'm gonna tie a surgeon's knot, which, as you saw, I just made a knot. But a surgeon's knot, you do it, you just tie it twice like that. And actually, there's a way to do this without even using glue, but I'm not going to do that today. And I'm just going to tie another knot. And if I can get my fingers in there. If you haven't watched me before, I've been beading. I've only been beading for about 5 years after I retired, but I learned from a lot of very creative people, actually on Facebook and YouTube, watching them. So okay, so I've got my knot. I get my GS Hypo Cement, and you only need but a little drop. And I need some plastic. I'll just put it on here. I'm going to put this on here. And you need to let this dry. I mean, this dries really quickly, but it's a good idea to let it dry overnight. And usually, this is an older tube. As you can see, it's used and abused. But it comes out real quick. Can you see that little bead? And usually there's a metal tip that comes out here, but it's, like I said, it's been so used and abused. So I can get this in here. So I just like to put a little dab on here. A little dab will do you. If you're older, you'll remember that commercial. And I have arthritis in my fingers, so sometimes it's hard for me to do this, but I'm just going to put a little dab on there. And so, a lot of people say, well, you really don't need the glue, and that may be, but I just like to make it secure. So I'm just stretching it out like that. And I'm just going to let this sit overnight, and I'll pull you can cut this off. Let me show you. If it pops, I'll just redo it, but Just want you to see what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to cut that off close to the knot. And I'll just pull it in, hopefully. Just pull it into the bead like that. Sorry. And pulling it in. Now you can't see it. And it will roll it on my hand. Roll it on my hand like that. And there we have a bracelet. And that fits perfect, actually. So, what do you think about that? I think I stretched it a little bit. It fits. It's really nice. All right, so let me put the, sorry for the closeness. Put my GS Hypo cement away here before it glues all over the place. So let me put my jump ring on here. I've got 2 pliers here that I use. I use my bent nose and my flat nose, my flat head ones. Get a jump ring out here. Take my jump ring, hopefully. It's magnetized. Oh. Come on, fingers, do your thing. See if I can even see it. These are tiny. I wonder. Let me see. Yep, okay. I hope these aren't solid ones. Oh, I can see a little cut right there. Oh, maybe not. I might be wrong. It looks like one. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. Huh. I hope these are cut. It may not be. I may have to cut it myself. So if that, oh, it's opening, but boy, is it tough. Holy mackerel. Let me try that again. I guess I should have, I just assumed, there we go. You know what they say about assuming. So when you open a jump ring, you open it side to side. Don't pull it apart, because it will not go back into the shape that you want. So I'm just gonna hopefully put it on there, because that's a big ring on that Christmas tree. And I'm just gonna slide it on here someplace where I want it. Excuse me for I got the sniffles. And if I can, because this is a real small jump ring, I'll maneuver this around. Okay, come on. There we go. And I'll just put it back, turn it back. Do not pull it until you hear that click. When the 2 pieces meet, when it goes back into center, you can hear a click. And there we go. There's my jump ring. There's my bracelet. Isn't that cute? So tune in next week and I'll make something else Christmassy for us. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment, and leave hit that notification bell. Leave a comment, as I said. And I'd appreciate you coming back to see what else I'm making next week. And you all take care and have a good day and a better day tomorrow. Bye-bye.